Do you have a mind bind? The bind of the mind is when it is contained by the natural reaction part of the brain that just reacts without comprehension or decision based on analyzed factors. This bind of our natural instincts causes people to do things based on minimal to no consideration of details of factors affecting and affected by the outcome of a choice. This can cause chain reactions of one mind to the next in a bind of many minds, in a way such as one or some people choosing an action will influence the rest to act the same. It is animals' natural instinct to react in unison with likewise situated co-species in a mind bind. Imagine a herd of antelope grazing in a field. Then one starts to run. It is the natural instinct for all the antelope to follow. The subconscious reaction has developed to act this way based on past instances where the one spotted a predator. The antelope are in a mind bind together and react as the others do. This is beneficial in most cases with minimal complexity of scenarios and situations in which animals live. But humans don't have such simple lives with simple scenarios with simple decisions. Human life has been brought into great complexity from society, technology, community and civilization, and requires more complex mindfulness. But people often act the same way, when a lack of conscious consideration is present, which will happen at times to everyone, but of course more significantly and more often with some people. This can be seen in specific groups which have been formed by common interest, where some of the group will do something, and the rest will follow, in perhaps a degree of blind trust. And mind binds can also happen with general indistinct selections of people, depending on who is easily influenced, and easy to react with a lack of reasoning and consideration. This sort of person can be influenced and therein bound by vastly varying elements of action, depending on what element is being exposed to the person in order to be influenced. In a simple case of run or die, as in the antelope situation, it can be beneficial, such as perhaps in a crowd of people, someone runs after hearing a terrorist bomb threat, so others run as well. A grouped mind bind can be time efficient for an urgent matter, with the reduced time of each making a decision. But with more complex scenarios, is more likely to be inefficient for accuracy. In a mind bind, people are simply following, rather than comprehending. And the fewer individual decisions made based on conscious consideration, the less accurate the overall decision will be. As a more complex societal scenario example, people can be accumulately influenced to join a negative causing mind bind, such as the Nazis. Each individual linked into the mind bind with a lack of conscious consideration of all the affecting factors in the situation. It was perhaps a more complex mind bind, with extensive effort put into influence, in order to grasp an increased amount of minds in the bind, by manipulating elements which would influence a deeper degree of potential conscious consideration. But still an example of a dangerous mind bind and the lack of correctness which can result in the complexity of human society. With modern technology and networking, there is an increased risk of potential mind bind. Considering the capabilities of speed and quantity of connections of communication, using today's technology, the potential effects of a mind bind are significantly increased, and therefore the risk as well. So if you don't want to be controlled and manipulated by your subconscious, or by other people, try to unbind your mind.